What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, this video is about the best player from every Asian country, in my opinion. I've done this before, some of the other continents. I think I've got Africa and Oceania left, I believe, after this, which will happen in the next few weeks. And then, yeah, it's a pretty simple concept. Each country in AFC, Asian Football Confederation. So some of them aren't actually in Asia. Some of the actual Asian countries play in UEFA. But yeah, let's get into it. First up is Australia, and I have gone with Matt Ryan. I feel like this one, Australia, they used to have so many more well-known people, but now, they're a good team, but they don't have any superstars. Their best player is Matt Ryan, who's a 33-year-old goalkeeper who plays for Lens in France. Who, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not bad. He's got 97 caps for Australia. He used to play for Brighton, but they used to have Kuehl, Cahill, all those guys in the Premier League. But I don't even think they have anyone in the Premier League anymore. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, weird for them now that their best players. I mean, Matt Ryan, he's still good, obviously, but it's not superstar level that it used to have. Next up, Brunei. I don't know anything about Brunei football, but I have gone with Jaime Nyaring, 26-year-old goalkeeper, plays for DPMM, which is the Brunei-based club in the Singapore League. Because Brunei doesn't have a very good league, so there's one Brunei-based team in Singapore, and he's got 25 caps for Brunei's national team, so not bad. I mean, I don't know anything about Brunei football really, but he's the goalkeeper for them, I guess. So yeah. Next up, Cambodia. Do they have a bit more football pedigree? Maybe. I've gone with Takaki Ose, 29-year-old defender, plays for Phnom Penh Crown in Cambodia. He's got 6 caps for Cambodia, but he is born in Japan, and I believe he has Cambodian ancestry. That's why he plays for them. But yeah, he does play in Cambodia, and he has played 6 caps for the team. And yeah, I don't know much about Phnom Penh Crown. I've definitely not pronounced that right, but I mean, he looks pretty happy in this photo. So yeah, good for him, I guess. Next up, Timor Leste, quite small nation. I'm not sure if they're FIFA affiliated or not, but I mean, I've gone with João Pedro, not that one. The other one, the other one, this guy, 26-year-old winger who plays for Angkor Tiger in Cambodia. He's got 22 caps for Timor Leste, but he was born in Indonesia. So he's born in Indonesia, plays in Cambodia, plays for Timor Leste. I'm not really sure how that all fits in, but I guess it does somehow. And I know, got ancestry, or maybe he used to play there. Oh, I've skipped to the next one, Indonesia. Mies Hilgers, 21-year-old centre back, plays for Twente. Twente. 3 caps since 2021 for them. Former Dutch youth player. But yeah, Indonesia, the last year or so, they've gone through getting all these Dutch people with Indonesian ancestry that don't play for the Dutch team. So they've got quite a few Dutch, mostly Dutch, but European-based players now that have some sort of Indonesian ancestry. And the best one is Mies Hilgers, in my opinion. Yeah, he's playing in the Eredivisie and got 3 caps at Indonesia since 2021. So he's one of the early ones to switch to them. He switched them 4 years ago, but still. Same thing stands out what I said. Next up, we've got Laos. I've gone with Bun Pashan Bunkong, 24-year-old attacking midfielder, plays for Svay Rieng in Cambodia. So a few people playing in Cambodia here. 27 caps for Laos. I've definitely pronounced his name wrong, and probably the team he plays for wrong. But yeah, I'm sorry about my pronunciation of it, because I'm going to get a lot of things wrong in this video. But I mean, looks like quite a small player based on this picture, but he's attacking mid, probably quite a little speedy winger here. Yeah, and it seems a lot of people playing Cambodia, so that's cool. Except we've got Malaysia, a bit more of a known player, I guess. I've gone with Dion Cools. He's a 28-year-old defender, plays for Buriram United in Thailand, 31 caps. He's a former Belgium youth international, but he was born in Malaysia, I believe, but then he moved to Belgium at a young age, and then he grew up playing football there, and he played for the youth teams. He switched back to Malaysia. Now he plays in Thailand, I guess, which is closer to Malaysia than Belgium is, and has a better football system than Malaysia, so that kind of makes sense for him. So yeah, best player for Malaysia. Next up, Myanmar. Only football thing I remember of them is like an under-20 World Cup back in like 2015 when they played New Zealand. Yeah, that's about as far as my Myanmar football knowledge knows. I know they also lost and were not very good, but I've gone with Kyo Min Oo for their best player, 28-year-old centre back who plays for PDRM in Malaysia. That's just the abbreviation. It's probably got a very long name that I can't pronounce, so I've just gone with PDRM. 28 caps for Myanmar. Myanmar aren't a great team. But he does play in Malaysia, which I guess has a football system, but that's not good enough for Dion Cools. But yeah. Next up, Philippines, a very populous nation. I believe basketball's the national sport there, but I don't doubt that there's plenty of football fans there, and their best player is Rafael Obermeier, a 28-year-old winger who plays for Paderborn. I believe he was born in Germany to Filipino ancestry, but yeah, he plays for Paderborn. I believe that's in Bundesliga 2. Um, they were in the actual Bundesliga a few years ago, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty high level, decent level, and Philippines aren't great, so they don't have too many players playing in European leagues, but he is one of them. Next up, we got Singapore. Um, Singapore's quite small to have a full footballing league, but apparently they do. But they've got the best player is Kyoga Nakamura, 28-year-old midfielder, plays for Tampines Rovers in Singapore. 7 caps for them, and he's a former Japan Youth International, so similar to one of the previous ones. Um, yeah, born in Japan, former Japan youth player, now plays in Singapore and plays for the national team. Which I mean, I guess that's what it is. Next up, we got Thailand, and the best player that I've gone for is Sufanat Muinta, 22-year-old winger at Buriram United, so a teammate of good old Dion Cools. He's got 36 caps. I believe he made his debut at like 16, 17, something like that, something very young. But yeah, he's already got 36 caps at 22, which is kind of crazy. Next up, we've got Vietnam, a country that has imported a player. Rafaelson, 28-year-old striker, plays at Tep Zan Nam Dinh. I've definitely got that wrong. 5 caps since 2024, born in Brazil, plays his club football in Vietnam, and has played there long enough to gain citizenship, which is why he now plays for their team. But I believe he tore his ACL or something not long ago, so he might not play for a while, but still. Best player for Vietnam by a bit. Next up, Afghanistan. The best player is Omran Haidari, 27-year-old winger. Plays for Suduva in Lithuania, 14 caps for Afghanistan. I don't really know any Afghanistan football players, probably really, but Lithuania, that's a decent level. Suduva, not heard of the team, but they're right. Winger, 27, still got time in his career, so yeah, that's good for him, I guess. Next up, Iran, that player that most people should know. Gone with Mehdi Taremi, 32-year-old striker. He's now at Inter Milan. I believe he was at Porto previously. 92 caps for Iran, 54 goals as well. So he has got a pretty good record. Scores a goal like every one and a bit games, just sort of under 2, but like 1.8 games roughly. But yeah, best player for Iran by a decent amount. Next up, we got the Kyrgyz Republic or Kyrgyzstan, which I can never spell right, so I might have spelled it wrong. But I've gone with Joel Kojo, 26-year-old forward, plays for Esteghlal in Iran, but he did play in Kyrgyz Republic for most of his career. But then in 2023, he made his debut for the national team and moved out, but he's got residency now. He was born in Ghana, 23 caps for Kyrgyz Republic, but he does play in Iran for Istiklal. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably wrong, honestly. Next up, Tajikistan. I've gone with Parvijon Umabayev, 30-year-old attacking mid, plays for Lokomotiv Plovdiv on loan from CSKA 1948, both in Bulgaria. 61 caps for Tajikistan. He was born in Tajikistan, but he did play for the Russia youth teams. I believe he holds dual nationality, but he plays for Tajikistan now. But he plays his club football in Bulgaria, which is, I guess, a thing. Next up, Turkmenistan. Not a well-known footballing nation, I suppose, but their best player, Ruslan Mingazao, 33-year-old midfielder, plays for Kitchi in Hong Kong with 30 caps for the national team. Hong Kong, I didn't really know anything about their football league until like not that long ago, but now I do know they have a full functioning league, which is cool. And yeah, he plays for Kitchi in Hong Kong. And yeah, best player for Turkmenistan. Next up, we got Uzbekistan. I've gone with Kushanov at Man City. Um, Quite obvious, probably the only Uzbek player a lot of people know. I believe is it called Shamuradov? Does he play for Uzbekistan? He might be Kazakhstan. Some people might know him. 21-year-old centre back, obviously at Man City. 20 caps for Uzbekistan at 21 is pretty decent. And if he keeps playing in the Premier League and at a good level, he could get so many caps for Uzbekistan as well. I believe they're on the verge of qualifying for the World Cup as well, which should be kind of cool. Next up, China, a massive nation that aren't that good at football. But I've gone with Wu Lei, 33-year-old striker at Shanghai Port. But some of you may remember him. He used to play for Espanyol. He's got 99 caps for China, so just needs one more for the Big Hundy. Now at Shanghai Port, back in the Chinese league, after being at Espanyol for quite a while as well. He was there for like 6 or 7 years, I believe. Next up, Chinese Taipei or Taiwan, but they have to play under Chinese Taipei. I'm not really sure why. Probably some sort of political thing involving China, but I don't know anything about it, so I'll just leave it up to you guys. But their best player is Tim Chow, 31-year-old midfielder, plays for Chengdu Rongqing in China. One cap in 2017 for Chinese Taipei, but he was born in England. But I believe the reason he doesn't play for the national team is because he currently plays in mainland China, and there's something to do with that. But he did play for them in 2017, and he hasn't played for anyone else since, so he does count as playing for Chinese Taipei. So yeah, that's it. And it's up North Korea, bit of a forgotten wonder kid because he had to actually leave due to like sanctions on North Korea, I believe. It is Han Kwang Song, 26-year-old forward. Plays for a club called April 25, which just sounds like the date, which is actually like today as I'm recording this. Which is kind of crazy. Um, this guy plays for a club called April 25, which is obviously in North Korea. 21 caps for North Korea. Used to play for Juventus, you may remember, also in this photo playing for Cagliari. Very good, but I believe around 2020 there were a lot of sanctions on North Korea, which meant like North Korean people couldn't like get work, get like visas in like European countries, so he had to go back to North Korea and leave Italy. But yeah, I mean, he could be one of the best players in the world right now. You never know if that never happened. Next up was Guam, a U.S. overseas territory, also the worst team in AFC based on the rankings. If you saw my video a couple weeks ago, and the player I've gone for is AJ Delagaza, 37-year-old defender, plays for Des Moines Menace in the fourth tier of US, I believe. 14 caps for Guam, none since 2019. Did play twice for the USA back in 2012, which is interesting, but he did switch to Guam. And yeah, he used to play in the MLS. Now he just plays for Des Moines Menace in the fourth tier. Next up, Hong Kong. Did mention they had a league going on. Similar to some of these nations who sort of bring in overseas players, make them play in their league for a couple years, and they bring them to national team, which is what happened here with Everton Camargo, 33-year-old winger, plays for Lehman in Hong Kong, 17 caps since 2023 for Hong Kong, was born in Brazil but played in Hong Kong for long enough, still plays in Hong Kong to get like a residency and whatnot. So now he plays for them. Next up, Japan. Pretty known player here. I mean, obviously pretty known. Kaoru Matoma plays in the Prem for Brighton. 27 years old. I said that weird. 27 years old, 27 caps. Bit of a late bloomer because he did actually turn down a professional contract to go to university to like study, make a thesis on dribbling, which is a bit of a random story. But yeah, he did go to university, played a couple years in Japan, got the move to Brighton, had a year on loan in Belgium, and now doing in the Premier League for Brighton and the Japan national team. Next up, South Korea. A bit of competition for him now, but I've still gone with Son. Could have gone with Kim Min Jae at Bayern, but I've gone with Son. 32 years old, 133 caps for South Korea. The best known player from there, probably one of the best Asian players of all time. So it's kind of obvious I've got to go with him. Next up, Macau. Sort of, I think it's like called an administrative region of China. Used to be like colonized by Portugal. And their best player is Chan Man, 31-year-old defender. And it'd be interesting, if you look at that badge, he plays for a club called Benfica de Macau. So because they were like colonized by Portugal, I believe, there's actually a club called Benfica in Macau. So yeah, that's who he plays for. He's got 24 caps for them, and he's also a firefighter, apparently, according to his Wikipedia. So I just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, he plays for Benfica de Macau and the Macau national team, I suppose. Next up, Mongolia. No exactly known footballing nation, but their best player is Ganbold Ganbaya, 25-year-old. Plays for Komano in Hungary. He's got 14 caps for Mongolia. Yeah, Hungary. Komano didn't know the team. This picture he looks about 7. So I don't know when this is from, but it's best I could find. Some of these pictures are a bit random, but yeah, Gunbold Gunbaya is the best player. Next up, Northern Mariana Islands, and they're AFC affiliated, but not FIFA affiliated. So I believe they don't have a ranking, which is why they don't make it into the worst ranking video. But they probably are worse than Guam, but they're not affiliated with FIFA. But their best player is Enrico Del Rosario, 28-year-old defender, who plays for Northern Kentucky Nitro in USA. Not sure what level that is, but that's who he plays for. 6 caps, but for Northern Mariana Islands, but none since 2018. So I don't know if he just decided he don't want to play for them, couldn't be bothered, or what. But hasn't played for them since 2018. Next up, Bangladesh. Recent player to switch to them. It is Hamza Chowdhury. Plays for Sheffield United right now on loan from Leicester. 27 years old. 1 cap for Bangladesh this year, I believe, against India. And yeah, he also played for England under 21s. Only switched to Bangladesh like late last year, early this year. But pretty cool for Bangladesh to have a player playing in like the championship and maybe Prem next year. Oh no, because he plays for Leicester and they're going down. But player playing in that sort of level, player who has played in the Premier League before. Next up, Bhutan. Bhutan best player is Chencho Gyelchin, 28-year-old forward, plays for Lalitpur City in Nepal. 46 caps for Bhutan. An interesting fact, if you look at his Wikipedia, he's played for 24 clubs at the age of 28. He basically switches every season. If you look at his Wikipedia, it's crazy. He played for 24 clubs at 28 years old. In his career, it's obviously only spanned about 10 years. That means he's going through about 2 clubs a year. I don't know how this is possible, but this guy has played for 24 teams. I'm not really sure. I thought Zlatan had played for a lot. Next up, India. Most of you will think Sunil Chetri, but no. I've actually gone for Sandesh Jingan, 31-year-old centre back, plays for Goa in the Indian Super League, 65 caps at India. Just a big, solid defender. With the hairstyle and the beard, could call him the Indian Van Dijk. But I don't know if anyone calls him that. No, I just made that assumption based on his hair. But yeah, and that's India's best player now. Next up, Maldives, a country most people just think of the one with the nice beaches, which it kind of is. But they do have a football team, and their best player is Mohamed Umair. Interesting fact, his Wikipedia says he's a central winger and a utility player, so I don't really know what that means. Like, what's a central winger? Like, how's a winger central? And then I don't know what utility means. Does that mean he just plays everywhere, like just stick him in goal or up front? Plays for a team called Victory in the Maldives, which is cool. If they lose, there's some harsh things going on there, because you can't sell victory if you don't win every game. And he's got 78 caps at the age of 36, so been around a while. Maldives' best player. Plays as a central winger for a club called Victory, which is pretty cool, I guess. Next up, Nepal, the country with Mount Everest in it. Maybe they would win like the Mountaineering World Cup or something. But their best football player is Rohit Chand, 33-year-old defensive midfielder. Plays for Persik Kediri in Indonesia, 96 caps for Nepal. So he's played quite a lot. Hopefully he gets that 4 more to get to the 100. But yeah, that's pretty good. 96 caps, plays in Indonesia now, which is a decent level, I suppose. Next up, Pakistan. I have gone for Isa Suleiman, 27-year-old centre back at Sumgayit in Azerbaijan. He's got 9 caps for Pakistan since 2023. England youth player, born in England, now plays his club football in Azerbaijan. However, I can't say I've ever considered Azerbaijan a high level, but he does play there now. But yeah, plays for Pakistan national team. Next up, we got Sri Lanka, another team you'd think of more probably for cricket than football. But their best player, Claudio Kamanekt, 25-year-old, who plays for Dynamo Dresden in Germany. 6 caps since 2024 for Sri Lanka. He was born in Germany, obviously got some Sri Lankan ancestry. But yeah, plays for Dynamo Dresden, which is a decent team. And yeah, I guess he plays for Sri Lanka now. Next up, we got Bahrain. And their best player is Abdullah Yusuf Hilal, 31-year-old forward, plays for Bohemians 1905 in Czechia, 89 caps for Bahrain. And yeah, plays in Czechia, decent level, not bad. Next up, we got Iraq, and it is Zidane Iqbal. Some of you may remember him. He used to play for Man United. Now at Utrecht, he's got 17 caps since 2022 for Iraq, and he was born in England, obviously born and raised Manchester. Played for Man United. Now plays for the Iraq national team though, which is pretty cool. And Utrecht in not Germany, in Netherlands. Next up, we got Jordan, and their best player is Musa Al Tamari, 27-year-old right winger, plays for Rennes or Rennes, I think it's pronounced Rennes, in France. 77 caps for Jordan at the age of 27, plays in the top 5 league. That's pretty cool. So yeah, he's the best player for Jordan. Next up, we got Kuwait, and their best player is Mohamed Daham, 25-year-old winger, plays for a club called Kuwait. Like he plays in Kuwait for a team called Kuwait. So I don't really know what's going on there. Like, imagine you just played for a team called England FC. But yeah, he plays for Kuwait SC. Maybe stands for sports club or soccer club. Better not stand for soccer club. 24 caps for Kuwait. And yeah, Mohamed Daham, winger for Kuwait, best player. Next up, we got Lebanon. I've gone with Sami Mohig, 18-year-old striker, plays for Deportivo Pereira in Colombia. 6 caps since 2024. He was born in Colombia, and he made his debut at like 17 for Lebanon. So I'm not really sure why is a random guy in Colombia making his debut for Lebanon age 17. But I mean, I guess he's a bit of a prospect. I mean, you can see in this photo he's playing, and they beat Myanmar, so guess he's helping out. But it's just a bit weird to me that a 17-year-old from Colombia with some Lebanese ancestry would just play for them at 17 and not think about the chance of playing for Colombia. I'm not really sure. Maybe he felt more Lebanese. But he's born in Colombia, raised in Colombia, plays in Colombia. I'm not sure why he wouldn't at least try and play for Colombia. Anyway, next up is Oman, and their best player is Salah Al Yai. Oh, I've definitely got that wrong. Sorry to all Oman people watching. I'm very sorry. 26-year-old midfielder, plays for Seeb in Oman. 54 caps for the national team. At only 26, still got a decent amount of years left in, maybe 10 or so. Can't say I've ever watched Oman play, but Salah, I won't pronounce the last name, is their best player. Next up, we got Palestine, and their best player is Ode Dabak, or Dabak. 26-year-old forward, plays for Aberdeen in Scotland on loan from Charleroi in Belgium. 46 caps for the Palestine national team. Playing in the Scottish Championship is a pretty good division, and he's on loan from Belgium. I'm not really sure why Belgium teams are loaning teams to Scotland, but hey, I don't know anything, do I? Next up is Qatar. Going with Akram Afif. This guy's like the final boss of AFC Cup or whatever it's called. He just got like a hat trick in the final with some dodgy penalties. But still, that is how it goes sometimes. 28-year-old left winger. Plays for Al Sad or Al Sad. Al Sad in Qatar. Got 123 caps at the age of 28. This guy's going to end up with like 200 caps for the national team, which is kind of crazy. You can see from that picture, it's actually him in the final. You can see in his shirt, 10th Feb 2024 final, Lusail Stadium. I believe that's Jordan they beat in the final as well, which is a bit of an underdog story. So a lot of people were kind of annoyed that they kind of got robbed. Next up, Saudi Arabia. I've gone with Saud Al Abdul Hamid. 25-year-old right back, plays for Roma, interestingly. I believe he was at Al Hilal, and then he transferred started the season to Roma in that lovely kit, by the way. He's got 42 caps for Saudi Arabia, still only 25. Decent player playing for Roma in Italy, which is pretty good level. Next up, Syria, and their best player, Jalil Elias, 28-year-old defensive midfielder, plays for Johor Darul Tazim in Malaysia. 9 caps for Syria since 2024, which is when he made his debut. And he was born in Argentina, of Syrian descent, now plays in Malaysia, which is a bit of an interesting story for you. But yeah, he's got 9 caps so far, and he's only 28, so we've got a few more in him. Next up, we got UAE. I've gone with the talented youngster, Harib Abdallah, 22 years old. He's a winger, plays for Shabab Al Ali in UAE. He's got 27 caps already at the age of 22, a decent prospect for them, it seems. Last but not least, we got Yemen, and their best player is Nasser Al Gawashi, 25-year-old centre mid, plays for Zako SC in Iraq, 24 caps for Yemen. And yeah, I mean, plays in Iraq, but he club football in Iraq. Yemen's best player, however, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, that is the end of the video. I hope you've all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you see next time. And yeah, see you later.